Okay, so we're going to dive into something pretty cool today. The secret life of a word. A word you probably say every single day and never ever think about. But trust me, it has a hidden story that might just change how you see language itself.
And that word is almost. Yeah, I know. You're probably thinking, almost? We use it all the time, right? I'm almost there. It's almost dinner time. It just feels so normal, so simple, just another word. But is it really?
Okay, but what if I told you that this super ordinary word is actually really special? Like it was chosen, handpicked for a very specific and very important job. Seriously, what could possibly be so important about the word almost?
Well, here's the secret. It's on a list. And we're not talking about just any list. This is a super exclusive one. It's like a VIP club for words, a small group that was carefully selected because they're absolutely essential for communication.
And how big is this exclusive club? 850. That's it. That's the magic number. But 850 what? What is this all about?
That number, 850, is the key. It's the Basic English 850 list. This was a whole system cooked up by linguists who had this really ambitious goal, to create a super simple core vocabulary of just 850 words that could handle all the essential stuff you need to say. The idea was to make English way easier to learn for people all over the world. And yep, you guessed it, our little word almost is a card-carrying member of this very special club.
Now you might be thinking, well, of course, it's common. And you're right. Almost is definitely in the top 1,000 most frequently used English words. But that's just about popularity, right? How often we say it. The basic English list, that's a whole different ballgame. It's not about being popular, it's about having a purpose. These words were intentionally chosen because they are incredibly clear, useful, and absolutely essential.
So let's get into the weeds a bit. Let's do an anatomy of this core word. What exactly makes almost so great? I mean, why this word? Out of the hundreds of thousands of words in the English language, why did it make the cut?
Okay, first up, just look at its definition. Very nearly. Not the same, but near to being the same. It's so clean, so precise. It takes this kind of complex idea, being super close to something happening, and it just nails it. There's no confusion, no ambiguity. You hear it, you get it, instantly.
And check out how it works in a sentence. This is a perfect example. I am almost ready to go. That one little word tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it? It says, I'm not ready yet, but I'm super close, so don't leave without me. It's packed with meaning about timing and nuance, all without a big, long explanation. It's just efficient.
But wait, there's more. Here's another huge reason it's perfect for this basic English list. Look at this. Almost is grammatically a dream. It's so simple. It doesn't have those tricky comparative or superlative forms. You can't say almost-er or most almost, right? That would sound ridiculous. And that simplicity, that's gold for a new learner. You can just plug it in and use it correctly from day one. No weird rules to memorize.
Okay, so let's pull back for a second. Let's zoom out. Why would anyone go to all this trouble? I mean, creating a whole system like Basic English? What's the big idea? What was the goal?
Well, this is why it's such a big deal. Having a core vocabulary like this is an incredibly powerful tool. For starters, it gives new learners a solid base to build on. It helps people from totally different backgrounds communicate clearly, whether they're talking business or science or just trying to travel. And maybe most importantly, when you focus on really clear, essential words like almost, you cut down on so much confusion and misunderstanding.
All right, let's bring this all back home. We've been talking about the power of these everyday words. So how does this story about almost change the way we should look at our own vocabulary?
Well, I think the big takeaway is that this story, it isn't just about almost. It's really the story of all 850 of those words, and probably hundreds of others we use without a second thought. Words like get, be, and, or the. We think they're boring, but they aren't just common. They are the absolute foundation of the language. They are powerful, super precise tools that we use to build our thoughts and ideas. So, next time you catch yourself saying you're almost done with something, maybe just take a half second to appreciate that little word. It's a quiet superstar, a real workhorse of our language. And that brings me to a final question I want to leave you with. If you had to make your own personal list of essential words, the ones you absolutely could not live without, what would be on it?